Crypto is once again at the center of global politics. Trump issues an ultimatum to Putin, threatening sanctions and a breakdown of global trade. JPMorgan launches cryptocurrency purchases via bank cards. Hong Kong legalizes stablecoins. And the Fed is keeping the economy on hold. The White House officially acknowledges that Bitcoin is part of the United States financial strategy. All of this happened in the past week, and all of it directly impacts the cryptocurrency market. And now we have the announcement of the winner whose comment named the closest or exact price for Bitcoin. At the time of recording this video, the price is $18,680, and our winner, with a guess of $118,550, is Yuki Raccoon or Raccoon. Congratulations, your comment turned out to be the winning one. Please contact our technical support team. You will definitely receive your prize of 50 USDT. And as for you friends, make sure to take part in our contest, our giveaway. Just leave your prediction for the price of Bitcoin. Let me remind you, you have 3 options. Specify the exact or approximate price of Bitcoin by Monday at 23:59 European time. Maybe next time, your comment will be the winning one. Good luck. Trump's 10-day ultimatum. On July 28th, Donald Trump issued a tough ultimatum to Putin in Scotland to end military actions in Ukraine within 10 days, or else there will be major sanctions, a trade ban, and even a 100% tariff on oil for countries like India and China. Medvedev stated, "This is a step toward war with America." Zelensky commented, "This is a timely move that could change everything." And this means instability in global markets. The markets, of course, are already reacting. And as for cryptocurrencies, geopolitics is fueling interest in Bitcoin since it is a safe haven asset. The higher the tension, the greater the interest in decentralized money. Pressure on the stock market frees up capital to flow into the cryptocurrency market. Hong Kong. Stablecoin license. Starting from August 1st, 2025, the law will come into effect. Hong Kong is one of the first in the world to launch licensing for stablecoins. Now digital currencies will be directly pegged to the US dollar, the Hong Kong dollar, and even the yuan. And the first licenses will be issued as early as January 2026. This very law will give a huge boost to investment inflows into the Asian market. JPMorgan plus Coinbase. JPMorgan announces a partnership with a large, truly massive, I would even say exchange called Coinbase. And as early as the fall of 2025, the bank's clients will be able to officially purchase crypto assets using credit and debit cards. This means that 80 million clients of Chase Bank, which is owned by JPMorgan, will have quick access to the cryptocurrency market. And the cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase becomes the largest partner of one of the leading banks in the United States, Chase. With this news, Coinbase shares surged sharply. The Fed is not lowering interest rates. On July 30th, the Fed once again, for the 5th time in a row, did not change the interest rate. The interest rate remains at the level of 4.25 to 4.50%. Although Donald Trump twice asked the Fed to lower the interest rate, Fed Chair Powell responded, "We will monitor market developments, not politics." The White House is making a turn toward the cryptocurrency market. On July 30th, the White House published another report on cryptocurrency data. So what did they propose? SEC oversight of tokens and securities. Additionally, to launch a strategic reserve in Bitcoin from confiscated coins. What does this mean? Cryptocurrency is not an enemy of the US, but a strategically important asset. Coinbase is strengthening its position, and institutional money is flowing into cryptocurrency. And now, let's move on to reviewing and analyzing our charts. Well, let's see what the crypto market has in store for us here. Everything will be fine. Powell is an old man. There are tons of memes about him. Let's go. So far, everything looks positive. By the way, the monthly time frame will close in about 14 hours, and if it stays at the previous level, will maintain a positive trend. But again, anything can still happen before the end of the day. We can't rule that out. On the weekly time frame, things are basically looking good as well. So let's not waste any time and open up our chart. In my previous reviews, I basically provided analysis showing that we have a trading range where the price can fluctuate from $100,000 up to about $153,000 to $155,000. So far, all of this remains unchanged. We go long from the lower boundary and we can short from the upper boundary. Everything within this range that is now above $100,000 acts as a magnet toward $155,000. And basically, this trend is still holding. So, in principle, that's probably all I have to say about Bitcoin. That is, I won't be going into any minor details here, right? That's more relevant for trading. If you're interested in trading, take a course and learn how to trade. Yes, but you need to understand that this is a profession, not just something where you jump in and make money right away. Most likely, you'll lose your money rather than make any if you approach it with that mindset. That's why, of course, investing is the best option. But you also need to learn how to invest, of course. Not as much as trading. So that's basically all I have to say about Bitcoin. I've marked the key levels. Now let's move on to Ethereum. On the monthly time frame, Ethereum looks fierce. And honestly, I've been rooting for Ethereum for quite a while now. By the way, leave your comment. Maybe our analysis has been useful to you? Yeah, and it would be interesting to read whether you pay attention to it or not, and whether it helps you. That's it. Overall, Ethereum looks as positive as possible. Over the past month, Ethereum has grown by about 66%. And yes, you could say the cryptocurrency market is coming back to life. What's important to watch next? When it breaks through $4,000, which I have no doubt will happen, I'm 99.9% sure of it. I believe the next key level will most likely be broken through in a flash. After that, the next level is $4,850. After $4,850, the next move will be roughly into the $7,200 zone. Well, I think by that time, we'll have released the next episode and we'll provide our analysis. Now, what else can be said about the market? If there are any dumps in the market, we'll view those dumps as another opportunity to buy, right? Of course, right now we might see a move into the zone around $4,000. From there could be a pullback, maybe to the middle of this channel, or possibly even to the lower point, which is very unlikely, but there is such a chance, right? We can't rule that out. But it's also possible that there will be a sharp consolidation higher and higher. Overall, the market looks extremely positive. It looks bullish. That's it. And as I see it, it doesn't plan to stop. That's it. So for those who bought in here or here, well, congratulations. You've got a great entry point and at the perfect time, I would say. So going forward, Ethereum is headed for growth into the $17,000 zone, and that's what I see on the charts for now. I don't see any doubts at all that this might not happen. The Ethereum to Bitcoin chart also looks dynamic, strong, and distinctly bullish. I've said before that it still has plenty of room to move, and its potential here is just enormous, right? We also broke through this descending line here, smashed right through it. It was just a really solid breakout. And now the price might accumulate here for a bit, right? Because there is still some minor resistance here, and then it can move on to its highs. BNB is looking great. It's also moving sharply upward. Our bullish flag is starting to play out really well. The upper boundary, where a pause or some consolidation might happen, is around the $1,000 zone. And after that, we have $1,500. And of course, the growth potential is up to about $2,350 per BNB. The Ton coin is coming to life, and it's doing so impressively. For those who might have been following, it was around $7, maybe a bit over $7, right? In fact, we even did a live stream for our investors right around here, and I mentioned that Ton would likely correct down to the lower boundaries where this big move started, because that's typical behavior for this asset. And that's exactly what happened. It was a perfect, really good entry point. And right now, the Ton coin looks promising for further growth, especially after consolidating above $3.8, which is very likely to happen. The upward trend should continue. I believe Ton will surpass its previous highs, which were around $8, and we might even see it reach $20 to $25 this year. We also have the Solana coin. So there's an exit from this channel, right? Currently, the channel is being tested. There hasn't been a breakout yet. Everything could be pointing to a magnet. Why a magnet down around $75? Why is that? Because on the monthly time frame, we have a huge divergence. On the monthly, right? That's a very important sign. But again, the market is currently bullish, so maybe the correction we had down below $100 might be enough. It will be enough if Solana consolidates above $205. A consolidation at $205 will give me a signal that the growth may continue, and Solana's growth potential, in any case, even if it goes down, will be a good opportunity to buy back in. The growth potential is above $900 and possibly even $1,000 in this bull run. Basically, that's all I have for the market today. Give it a thumbs up and leave your comments. I'll be happy to read them and reply to you. Thank you for your attention. Stay in touch and goodbye.